I have the top 20 wide receivers. Okay? I have the top 20 receivers. That's right. The Eagles traded up and took DeVonta. The Cowboys then took Michael Parsons. Correct. Here we go. Here are the Big Sil's top 20 wideouts in the National Football League. It's got nothing to do with your boy. By the way, I have DeVonta 31st in the NFL. Okay? Number 20. Welcome back. National Football Show. It's your boy Big Sil. Man, Tone just sent me one of the best stats of all time, man. Oh, God, this is great. Yeah. Who were the top performing quarterbacks last season in rhythm? One, it was Matthew Stafford, Rams. 2, Justin Herbert. Number 3, Tom Brady, Buccaneers. Number 4, Aaron Rodgers. And your 5th quarterback with the best rhythm. Jalen Hurts. Oh, man. How come I see this, Tone? Jalen's the 5th best quarterback in the NFL with the best rhythm. Oh, man. Let's see. Best rhythm. Not making it up. I have no idea what that stat is. I have no idea what it pertains to. Then again, I didn't know what a high ankle sprain was until about 5 years ago. So, I mean, hey, what dank? No, it just says leaders in rhythm. That's all I know about rhythm. Getting the ball out of their hand? Okay. So I'm going to start calling Jalen a new nickname. Mr. Rhythm. Jalen Rhythm Hurts. Essentially, when they are given 2.5 to 4 seconds to throw the ball. Yeah. Hey, Jalen, what do you say about Jalen's ability? He's got rhythm. Hey, wait a minute. He's got rhythm. What do you think? The Eagle quarterback, can he win games? I don't know, but he's got rhythm. No, you got to dance. See, you got to move around with rhythm, man. How you doing? Like you're in the tapas bar. How you doing? Oh, I plead the 5th. He did wear the sunglasses in OTAs like he had. Best feet, maybe? Great, sure, all right. Oh, yeah, Ryan Leaf has the most arrests by a quarterback. Well, at least we can't accuse you of rhythm, Sil. Oh, man. Thank you very little. Oh, hey. Did you see the comment coming out of Minneapolis? Before I get to my new list, did you see that comment out of Minneapolis? Justin Jefferson was asked the question, what are you striving for? Hall of Fame. I want to be the best that ever played. Well, he's off to a pretty good start. 3,000 yards in 2 years. 140 catches a year. He's off to a good start. Oh, yeah, with that bum quarterback you call Kirk Cousins. So are you telling me, Howie, all you guys say he's a bum. So if Justin Jefferson was in Los Angeles with Matthew Stafford, are you telling me that he'd have 2,000 yards a year? Or if he was in Cincinnati with Joe Burrow, he'd have 2,000 yards a year? That's quite a miss. We're talking Jerry Rice and Antonio Brown numbers out of the gate. And this guy's barking Hall of Fame. Jalen Reagor has never in any of his 34 football games had more than 60 yards receiving. And Justin Jefferson is talking about Hall of Fame. Oh, man. We all know. That's why he is. I'm not repeating anything. He said it yesterday. He said it yesterday. I didn't repeat that. Justin Jefferson said it yesterday. Holy cow. I'm not repeating anything. I don't repeat shit. You hear it that way. All right. This has nothing to do with your quarterback. Okay? Sills, Jefferson said he'd make Philly pay. He's kept his word. Dude, all kidding aside, that guy's as good as he gets coming out of college, man. He really is. Okay? He really is. He's as good as he gets. Yeah, but you know what, though, guys? Honestly, anytime that you guys draft a person or here, I'll tell you one better. Okay? Let me ask you this. Because the Eagles moved with the Cowboys on draft day, do you regret not staying where you are and taking Michael Parsons instead of DeVonta Smith? That'll be another talking point down the line when we talk about their careers. Or when running backs or quarterbacks are drafted in the same draft, like the 83 draft, like we saw a couple years ago with Lamar and Josh Allen, the Baker Mayfield draft, everybody's gauged. Okay? Everybody's gauged by who you missed, who you took. That's just part of the conversation when it comes to drafting. And then you start projecting that out to see what kind of careers you had. Joseph says, wait, you don't remember they traded down with the Cowboys? They traded down, dude. They traded with the Cowboys. The Cowboys with that pick because Patrick Surtain was taken by Denver. They took Micah Parsons. And then the next pick, the Eagles took DeVonta Smith. That's how. You don't remember that? Do some homework, guy. The odds of the NFL gods give me the Cowboys to win again. TB12 in week 1. I don't regret because we got Smith. Hey, look, I think DeVonta's a good player too. That kid's special, though. Okay? That kid's special. All right, let me get over this. And by the way, Joseph, just a little punch. No, don't take it serious. All right. I have the top 20 wide receivers. Okay? I have the top 20 receivers. That's right. The Eagles traded up and took DeVonta. The Cowboys then took Michael Parsons. Correct. Here we go. Here are the Big Sills top 20 wideouts in the National Football League. This got nothing to do with your boy. By the way, I have DeVonta 31st in the NFL. Okay. Number 20, Amari Cooper, Cleveland Browns. It's going to be interesting to see who is the quarterback come opening day in September. Okay, we got to start hearing this because it's now the 24th. We are 4 weeks and 2 days away. Okay, 4 weeks and 2 days away from the opening of training camp. People got to start hearing this. Honestly, I'll take Jefferson over Smitty. You think? Number 19, Mike Williams, Chargers. Number 18, Keenan Allen, Chargers. Number 17, Allen Robinson, Rams. Number 16, Michael Thomas, Saints. Number 15, Jamar Chase, Bengals. Number 14, Terry McLaurin, Washington. Number 13, Chris Godwin, Buccaneers. Number 12, CeeDee Lamb, Cowboys. Number 11, DK Metcalf, Seahawks. Number 10, A.J. Brown, Philadelphia Eagles. Number 9, Deebo Samuel, 49ers. Number 8, Mike Evans, Buccaneers. Number 7, Justin Jefferson, Vikings. Number 6, Tyreek Hill, Dolphins. Number 4, DeAndre Hopkins, Cardinals. Number 3, Stephon Diggs, Buffalo Bills. Number 2, Cooper Kupp, Rams. And the number 1 wide receiver in the National Football League is DeVonta Adams, Raiders. Got Mike Evans 8, bro. Michael Thomas has to play, son. Okay? He's got to play. Davey Boy goes, that's a horrible list. What part of the list did you not like? Okay? What part of the list? Top 5 receivers. Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp, DeVonta Adams. Who's better than those 5? Okay? They've done it longer. They've got a better resume. Tyreek Hill's won a Super Bowl. Hopkins may be the best third down receiver in the league. Diggs has put up gigantic numbers since he's been in Buffalo and when he was in Minnesota. Cooper Kupp had a legendary year last year. And DeVonta Adams is going to the Hall of Fame. So, you have the 10th best wideout in football. Let's add this to the list for the Eagles. Hey, Tone, check this out. Let me get my pen here. Where is it? Here we go. So let's add this. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate it. You have the two best offensive tackles in the game out of the top 10. So you have the best duo because they were the only two that I put into top 10. You have the best center in the game, number one. You have the fifth best tight end. You have the 10th best wideout in a talent-laden offensive NFL today. Think about that, for instance. When you say you have the 10th best wideout, okay, in the National Football League, think about the teams with all the great quarterbacks on them. Ryan Tannehill's not the greatest. And now AJ comes to a lesser thrower than he had when he was in Tennessee. Jalen's a lesser thrower than Ryan Tannehill. If you think his numbers are going to go up dramatically, you're crazy. Why would they? Why would they? Tannehill's a better passer. In his years in Tennessee, he only averaged 1,000 yards, 68 catches. Somehow people think he's going to have 115 catches in Philly is nuts. He didn't have it. He never had that at all when he was in Tennessee. Where are you getting that from? Where are you getting that from? Where are you getting that from? This man put Allen Robinson will have, well, it'll be pretty interesting to see because, you see, this is why I put Allen Robinson, Davey. You know why? He'll probably have gigantic numbers this year because he'll be going against the number 2 corner. And with Kupp on the other side, who do you think is going to get a ton of targets this year in Los Angeles? Think about the scheme. Think about how they're going to use him. Think about how the offense is going to be thrust in Los Angeles. Allen Robinson's numbers are going to be through the roof this year, going against the second best corner, and he's the second option because double coverage is going to be on Kupp. What do you think? Use your mind. Use your brain. Open it up a little bit. This is not just skill set stuff here. This is also utilization inside your offense. Okay? Davey boy, I'm not projecting. That's how they're going to use him. The number 1 target in Los Angeles is not going to be Allen Robinson. The number 1 target, they just gave him $26.7 million a year, not to be the second option in Los Angeles. That's not projecting. That's factual. You don't give a guy $100 million to bring him into your Philadelphia offense to block in the run game. Okay? Not projecting. How are you going to be used? You know what, too? I bet you T. Higgins has a gigantic year this year because you're going to start doubling up on Jamar Chase. Bet you he has 1,200 yards this year. Okay? Yeah, and Randall. Cooper Kupp was a dude before what's-his-name showed up. I showed you the stats in Los Angeles. He was a dude. 1,000 yards here, 900. Year before he had this last year, he had 900 yards. He was a dude. I think T. Higgins is going to have an even better year this year. Okay? Because now that Chase has solidified himself as a 1 in the NFL, that's going to get double coverage, and the best corner is going to cover him. Higgins is going to be open. Drop him in the slot. This guy could get 100 catches again. I think Keenan Allen is an underrated wideout. Oh, clear talent? Jefferson or Kupp? Not close. I'm taking Justin Jefferson. But I'm talking about production here. Okay? I'm talking about production. How they're going to be used. What I see happening this year. Personally, here's my numbers for A.J. Brown this year. 70 catches, 1,050 yards, and 7 touchdowns. That's what he's done. That's who he is. For him to have a 1,400-yard season, let me take a look at that. As a matter of fact, let me look at that. A.J. Brown stats. Okay. Here's A.J. Brown stats in Tennessee. 1,051, 1,075, 869 last year. 52 catches, 70 catches, 63 catches. Like, where are you seeing that he's going to have 140 catches this coming season? Where are people getting that from? That's not who he is. And he's got a lesser of a quarterback. Tone goes, imagine A.J. Brown with an elite quarterback. Imagine DeVonta Smith with an elite quarterback. He'd have had 1,400 yards last year. That's what I'm saying to you guys. You know, all week long, we kind of sat here and went like this. So you got all these great talented people around the kid. And yet I'm assuming, or what was the word, Davey boy, you used? Projecting. Well, how about if I don't project and I look at reality? Let's not project. $29.95 in 3 years. 185 catches in 3 years. Shit, that's like 64 catches a year. I would say Keenan Allen's a top 15. I would say that. I like Keenan Allen. Sills, you don't think that he's going to get more targets without Derrick Henry? Ronald, that's a good take. That's a good take, Ronald. Because Ronald just brought up, because if I'm going to project Allen Robinson being in the 2-hole, yeah, but remember something last year. Well, that's right. Well, Tannehill still won the number 1 seed in the AFC. That was without AJ and Derrick Henry. He had to throw somebody. But that is a good point. And I'll say this to you here. Because Tennessee is so driven on running the ball. But wait a minute. So is Philly. That's right. Tone, you could put all these names at the wide receiver position, throw them in a hat, and you could come up with your own 20, and you're not going to be wrong because there's so much talent at the position in the NFL. I would say this. There's more talent at the wide receiver position in the National Football League than I've seen ever before. Okay? To your point, though, man, that you made, don't they have the same run ratio in Philly that they did in Tennessee? So why would he get more targets here? You didn't win the games last year throwing the ball. But so, no. You're right. He's basically going to the same dynamic. He's coming to a football team that runs the ball more. Why would he get more targets? That's not how they won last year. They're going to change that up now with a guy who can't throw the ball. If AJ gets 1,000 yards, the Eagles will be in the NFC title game. Agreed. If he gets 1,000 yards in that offense with that quarterback, they're going to be in the NFC championship game. Absolutely. He missed games last year. I know he did. And they still won the AFC bye. Paul goes, Titans had a big running back. D. Foreman and ran well for the Titans. He wasn't Derrick Henry, dude. I'd like him at 90-plus catches. You think A.J. Brown has more catches than any time in his career in Philly. Difference with Philly and Tennessee is that Tennessee did it with running backs. Philly did it with a quarterback and an RPO. But the fundamental is still running the ball. Gaming, you didn't win games last year throwing the rock. Are you kidding? You didn't win games throwing it. You won games running it. You ran the Saints off the floor. You didn't beat them with passing yards. It was because Hurts, he had the most rushing yards. Whatever. They're not going to run as much, Zach. So they're going to do something with a quarterback that's not his main strength. Steven says Ryan Tannehill is a damn good quarterback. He is a good quarterback. He's not elite. He's not special, but he's good. 60 to 70 catches for each with Smith and Brown. Eastside Monster? You know who's going to – can I tell you who I think has a shitload of catches? I think Dallas Goedert's going to be the guy. I told you that. Hey, Tone, I think he's going to be potentially around 90 catches. I think it's going to be Goedert is going to be the guy. Goedert had almost 900 yards receiving last year. Sneaky good year. I think Goddard's going to be – and by the way – okay, I think Goedert is also going to be a guy that's going to continue to improve, and that's going to turn into be the Zach Ertz like he was for Carson, for Jalen. Those wideouts are going to get their catches and targets, but I think it's going to be Dallas Goedert this year who's going to be the dude that's going to determine whether or not this football team wins a lot of games against good teams. Okay? Beating good teams. Tone goes like this. He didn't get number 1 targets until week 7. That's right. And didn't crack 100 and didn't crack 1,000. I know he was over 800 yards. And they found it was in his best game. I think it was Gardner Minshew against the Jets. Hey, Mr. International, I think Goddard's going to turn himself. Watch this. I don't know if he's Kittle, but he could be. He's not Kelsey, and I don't think he's the guy Edwards in Baltimore. Now, that guy Edwards in Baltimore gets a shitload of targets. How many years before Goddard gets paid? They gave him a contract extension last year. They got home cooking on it, too. Zach says, Sills, you're going to be eating your words this year on Hurts. Absolutely. I'll take that bet. I'm projecting, Sills. I'm projecting, too. All right, I'll pass the post here. All right, I got a topic here for you again. No list. You're going to be kind of shocked the angle I take here, though. Hey, by the way, Philly 500 in hour 3 on this Friday. 5:30 Eastern. We're going to talk to our boy. I've got a topic for you. An Eagle topic. Hour 2. Hit the like button. Keep it right here on this Friday on the National Football Show.